everyone, so I decided to do a get ready with me video today. I was going out to dinner with my family and some friends, so we're just going to jump right in. I am just using two different primers today. One is the Cover FX Calming Primer because I have a little bit of breakout situation and it helps with the redness. And then I'm also using the Too Faced RX they have, and that one's really good to add hydration to the skin and to moisturize, but also to help to prime the face. So once we do that, I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Hydrating Foundation. They just came out with this one not too long ago, and I'm in shade NW20. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and then place it where I want to on the face. And then I'll go in with a beauty blender to, again, add that hydration to the skin, kind of give me that dewy finish, and then also to help just blend it out so nothing is cakey. Because I feel like this foundation is a little bit thicker because it is a full coverage foundation, but I prefer one as well. The nice thing about this foundation as well is that it is waterproof, so it does help for people like me who do tend to get a little bit oily or sweat a little bit more, whatever the case may be. It is also very humid here in Virginia, so I just prefer something that is going to last a little bit longer, especially with wearing it. And make sure too that you blend down the neck. I did just take what was ever on the beauty blender already and then just kind of blend it down the neck and then just going all over the face just to make sure everything is blended. I did choose to go into with a brush. This is a Sephora brush. This is their Multitasker. This is like one of my favorite foundation brushes. That's reasonably priced too for those of you that are just starting out or don't want to spend a lot of money on a good brush or don't have the money to. This is a good start for a brush as well. So I'm just going to go all over the face again just to make sure that everything is buffed into the skin and that I do not have any cakiness. And then we're going to start with our brows. So I just went in with the ANASTASIA Dip Brow in Soft Brown. And this is a Tarte brow pencil that came with like their Tarte pomade that they have for their brows. So I'm just going in and I'm just lightly filling in my brow. If you have never used this product before, keep in mind that it is extremely pigmented and a little bit of this product does go a long way. So just make sure that when you dip your product or your brush into the product, I like to just tap it off on the lid and kind of wipe it a couple times so that way I can build the product instead of having too much product at one time. Also, if you guys want a brow tutorial or anything like that, please list down below in the comments and let me know. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you also want to have a brow tutorial done as well. So as you can see, my brows are done. I was just going in with a little bit of concealer just to clean them up, and then what was ever left on the back of my hand with concealer, I just took that and primed my eyes. Sorry as well for the video. Some of the spots within the video, it looks like my lighting was a little too bright, so it was very hard to focus on me. So I apologize ahead of time. So just going in with the NYX pencil, and this is a jumbo eye pencil, I believe, in Milk. And then again, this is just going to help the pigment pay off with the products that I do put on the eye, and also to help them last longer. So now I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek eyeshadow. This one is the Beaches in Cream. This is just going to be my transition shade, and then also to kind of help set the concealer and the jumbo eye pencil in Milk that we use by NYX. So you just want to make sure that you blend it in the crease. I'm just lightly following it. This is going to help to build your transition colors as you are applying different colors on the eye. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with a Sigma brush, and I'm going to use MAC Soft Brown. And I'm just going to kind of, if you can see, starting on the outer corner and kind of creating that V and putting most of the product that is the darker product on the outer corner of the eye, and then blending the rest of the product into the inner corner. Very lightly doing so on the inner corner so that you don't cut off your eye as well. Then I'm going in with Makeup Forever's eyeshadow in M512. This is like a bronze gold. I put that all over the lid first just to give myself a base, and then I also went in the inner corner of the eye with Makeup Forever I524 eyeshadow, which is also more of a pink highlight or shimmer. That step is optional as well. If you prefer to just leave it with that coppered bronze look, you could definitely do that. Or like I said, you could do something like I did and just add that little bit of shimmer that's a pink in the inner corner of the eye. And now I'm going to go in with another Sigma brush and another Makeup Forever eyeshadow in M548. And it's just a little bit of a darker brown to kind of warm up that crease in the outer corner. Since we did put the lighter product on, I just wanted to add more of a contrast. So I am going in and just applying that on the outer corner, and then as you can see, lightly blending in the rest of the product into the inner corner of the eye. And then I'm going in with MAC's Nylon for my brow highlight, just to give me a little bit of a shimmer and to kind of balance the transition from a shimmer to a matte to a shimmer again. And again, that's optional. You can use another matte shade, a lighter shade, just to highlight the brow bone. I just chose to go with the shimmer. And now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in light, or fair I think it is, which is number 15, and the SEPHORA brush, which is their highlighting brush, just to blend it out. It's almost like a stippling brush just for your concealer. I love how this brush really helps to take the product and kind of take away what you don't need. So if you do happen to put too much, which sometimes I do because this concealer is a little bit lighter, it just helps to really even out. And then I just go over the top of that with a beauty blender again to make sure everything is nice and pressed into the skin and we don't have it just sitting there looking cakey. And now I'm just going in with the Wet n Wild's contouring palette that I got. This one is the De Leche one, I believe it is. So it has the yellow setting powder, which is like a banana powder, and it has a contouring shade as well. I am putting a little bit more than what needs to be just so that I can get it to set so that it doesn't crease. And then now I'm going to go in and make sure that I highlight my forehead just a little bit, and then also down the bridge of my nose. Again, using that beauty blender to blend it out. So now I'm just going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear, MAC Studio Fix foundation, and again in NW20, and I'm just going to set my foundation, make sure that I blend it down my neck, and then just set any areas that I did have concealer and foundation. And I'm going in with the BECCA brush. I can't remember the name of it, so it will be listed down below, again with all products that I used today. And I'm just going in and lightly bronzing up the skin, not really contouring, but really just adding a little bit of warmth to the skin to kind of balance this out so that we don't look so stark white because I am pale. This is the first time I've really used the new Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I don't know if it's like brand new, but I found it in the store I was in the other day and was like, hey, I should have these in my life. They're only like $4. So I did get it just to try it out, and so far I am loving it. And I'm just going to go in with my makeup or MUA stippling brush and just make sure everything is blended and looking good. So I did decide to go back in with a little bit of the actual BECCA Skin Perfecting Highlight in Opal on top of the lid as well, just to add a little bit more of a highlight to the lid so that you have a little bit more of a contrast. Again, that step is optional, but it's just something I chose to do. I'm going in with no extra product with the Sigma brush. I'm just going to make sure that I blend it out so that I have no harsh lines. Now we have wing liner on, so I'm just going to go in and prep my lashes for some falsies. I'm using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras just because it really helps to lengthen the lashes, separate the lashes, and they don't clump really bad, which is a perk as well. So again, I'm just going in and prepping my lashes for falsies. Now for blush, we're going to go in with MAC Melba, and we're just going to apply that to the cheeks. I do like to blend it back into my contour or bronze that I have applied just so everything looks seamless. That is optional. If you'd like to, you can just put it on the apples of the cheeks and leave it just like that. Now I'm going to go in with my finger first with the BECCA Skin Perfecting Highlight in Opal. This is one of my favorite highlights. And then I'm going to go back in with the Sigma Tapered Brush, which again, everything will be listed down below. And I'm just going to put it above my eyebrows, on my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and then also on the chin. Using a highlight like that will also help to give us that glowy, dewy skin that we're looking for. On to falsies. I am using the Ardell Demis. I believe these are the number 120. These are one of my favorite pairs of lashes to use, only because they create a very natural look. So it really just helps to give you that cat eye or longed eye look. It's a little bit longer on the outer tail or the outer corner of the lash, band of lash, versus on the inner corner. The tool that I'm using as well is one by SEPHORA. It's really nice because it curves to the eyelash line so that you don't poke yourself in the eye by accident. So as you can see here, I have both pairs of lashes on, and I'm just going back in with that Kat Von D tattoo liner and then just kind of touching up the liner and making sure that everything looks seamless so you can't tell that I have a band of lashes on. Now I'm going back in with the Makeup Forever M548 color, and I'm just going to dust that on the under eye just to kind of add some definition. I'm one of those people that I like to have something under the under eye, whether it's a liner or a shadow or something like that, just to help to really define the eyes. This is optional. If you don't want to, you do not have to do this step. So now we're going to go back in with that Rimmel mascara, and I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara to the top lashes just to make sure my natural lash and the lashes that I put on are blended. And then of course, want to put mascara on the bottom lashes to make sure that you are adding the definition to the bottom lashes as well. Alright, on to lips. We're going in with a Jordana, or Jordana, I don't know how to say it, sorry. But again, products will be listed down below. This is their Rock and Rose lip liner. I love her lip liners. They're super smooth and creamy, and they're easy to use. They don't tend to dry out or clump up. So I'm just going to go in and line my lips. On my bottom lip, I tend to stay very close to my natural lip line. It's on my top lip that I go a little bit over just to give me a little bit fuller lips on top. But again, that is optional. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. And now I'm going in with a MAC lipstick, and I believe this one is, it's spelled F-A-U-X, so it's Fox, Faux, I don't know. But it's kind of like a coffee color, so I'm just going to apply that just to blend everything in. So this is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, please like and comment down below if you want to have an eyebrow tutorial, and comment if you want any other kind of tutorials. And thank you guys so much for watching. And again, hope you enjoy. Bye!